What up, y'all? You know who it is. Your boy Jaded Kiss, you know what I mean? Right now with Chris John. Shout out to Camden, New Jersey, all my niggas out there. Let's get right into it. Yeah!
BTBTV. Chris John, man. Yo, born, let's get him, man.
Yeah. Right, never off plan. Used to get busy with them guns in my hand. 4 or 5 or a black 9 with a grand in my pocket and beef cool as a fan. BTBTV, we are not playing. Y'all just talk, we back it up and down. Sideways, F what y'all saying. We Kyrie and Kanye. This a boss talk, so you clowns should just fly away. Yeah. Hop on the bridge, throw your frame off the highway. This not a game, this is business, this my way. Real talk, your opinion is nothing to us. We gon' stay on chill, long as y'all don't violate. But it's not fair. We could be cool or your worst nightmare. We the best, I swear. And you could be my friend or enemy, I don't care. And you better beware. Cause we coming for the whole pie and we don't share. No, it just ain't fair. But we the best, I swear. We the best, I stay up in the mix. A project politics, my mood kinda sick. Name well known from the hood to the sticks. 100 on the highway, flying so fast, burn the gears when I shift. Some people kick dirt on your name, what shoes you gave them. Broke your back for them and they got the nerve to play you. Kick raps door off, pushed and shoved my way through. Bum rushed the kitchen, put my floor up on the menu. The jealousy be hitting up in jokes. That's why I stay serious like David Banner turned in the Hulk in pure form like the Pope. Haters get infrared beams with the scope, so run and get ghosts. We fight good, boxed in like Floyd on the roast. I'm the great black hope. Man, we the team and they know it coast to coast and it just ain't fair. We could be cool or your worst nightmare. We the best, I swear. And you could be my friend or enemy, I don't care. And you better beware. Cause we coming for the whole pie and we don't share. No, it just ain't fair. We the best. If you with us, put your lighters in the air. No, it just ain't fair.
Just ain't fair, man.
Bullies.
Yeah.
Jaded is salute. Oh shit, now. That's wicked, guys. I'm the first one on the little bro channel.
Yo, Born.
Come.
Show them how we do this, man. BTBTV. We bully the bullies. No run, no retreat. Yeah. BTB TV. One more time for y'all in the back. Y'all slow ninjas. Right. Yo, John Gotti flow, rap Pablo, Escobar status, rap game Corleone. I can show you how you lay back and watch your pockets grow. Stay away from devious women, end up like Papa Smoke. Y'all wake up every day twitching like yo, I gotta post. I wake up every day mission. It's $1 million notes, dominoes, bodies drop, rot stink like hollow toast. Broadway, man, if you know, then you know. I came for everything they said I couldn't have. Got that and then some, and then some. My wins on overload, say y'all overdose. Your rappers in the tight squeeze and that clutch like Cobra rope. The okie doke, we don't go for that. All she wrote, another tale from the street. Death and horror flow. The projects like a ghost trying to haunt your soul. Another tale from the street. Homicide the folks who wanna play till them guns scream adios. Another tale from the street, Black Mafia. So Don Corleone mixed with Al Capone. Another tale from the street, like an opera show. These kids be acting to their life movie, curtain closed. Nowadays your foes will plot you wearing Malcolm X hats, 666, the devil on his shoulder, won the death match. Reminiscing when more street ninjas was off the hook, chasing D's up off the block, torn and running, get the force, blood on pavement. He's 12 years old and he tough to play with. He don't go to playgrounds, that's his fiends who want their veins stick. We can't miss, we can hit the talk and put our hands behind our back, our eyes closed and half brainless. Don't play with us. Another tale from the street, death and horror flow. The projects like a ghost try and haunt your soul. Another tale from the street, homicide the folk who wanna play till them guns scream adios. Another tale from the street, black mafia. So Don Corleone mixed with Al Capone. Another tale from the street like an opera show. These kids be acting till they like movie curtain close. Yeah, BTBTV. It's the movement, man. You're born, let's get 'em. Let's get 'em. Kaz, we up in here, man. Hood famous.
Yo, let's start it off right. This is the King of New Jersey. This is BTBTV, we bully the bullies. I'm your honorable host, born divine, almighty Allah. Peace to the 5% nation of gods and earths. Salam alaikum, alhamdulillah, Rahman to Allah, the true living Muslim brothers and sisters out there. And we ain't no bloods or no Crips, we doing our own thing. BTBTV that started his own gang, like nigga, what? Let's go, Johnny Bunting Jr., the force.
What's up, brother? How you doing today?
Man, we great. Yo, Momo, get your ass on the panel, girl. What's wrong with you? Jersey Rich, salute. I see you, bro. Peace to the gods. All right, Johnny. Yo, Force, what we gonna talk? What we want to do tonight, man?
I want to ask you something because I want to like expound off of something that you spoke about earlier in the week. You spoke on something with a female that she had a situation with a dude. Can you give me a brief on that?
All right. Well, the female, we talk about the Mad Pfeiffer situation, right?
Right.
All right. Well, the female, she's from North New Jersey. She used to host the battle raps. She was the host of the battle raps. And her and Matt Pfeiffer was like real good friends. And they was fucking around. But it was on one occasion, she was sick and, you know what I'm saying, she wasn't feeling it. And she went to Matt Pfeiffer's house. And he allegedly, he forced himself on her and took the cookies. And I'm gonna tell you something. I don't like to place judgment on people when stuff like that happens. But by me looking in her eyes and listening to her story and been hearing the story, you know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, I believe it. She don't have no reason to lie about that. And then you got to think about how Matt Pfeiffer, he never denied it, but he tried to clean it up. He's like, oh, yeah, I gave him my shorts and my T-shirt. Bro, why would you give her your shorts and T-shirt if you allegedly raped her or the R word her, you know what I'm saying? Why would you give her your shorts and a T-shirt? Only way I can think about it, because you're trying to keep the DNA. You made her take a shower. You gave her new clothes. So you're trying to keep the DNA evidence out the scene. And I told a lot of people, I'm like, yo, man, I understand that women lie. Women lie, men lie, numbers don't lie. Man, the truth is the truth, bro. I'm going to give a woman the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to give the kids the benefit of the doubt regardless of what. Because a lot of people don't believe women when they say they was raped. They don't believe kids when they say they've been touched by their best uncle. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe none of that. Me, I believe it until it's proven a lie. So until it's proven a lie, that nigga's guilty in my eyes. You understand what I'm saying? Johnny, but I can hear you. I can hear you, Johnny. Johnny, but I can hear you. I can hear you, Johnny.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
All right. I want to have a discussion on, I want the female's point of view. What is, the no means no. And this is not just for my edification. This is so that people listening can get a grassroots understanding of it, because some guys think that if they're treating, that they're entitled.
Yeah.
And that's not the case. And I
Definitely
don't
not.
I don't want it to I don't want to see guys incarcerated because they misunderstood. You know, because we're not talking about somebody jumping out a tree or coming from the bushes and yoking somebody. We're talking about stuff that's dealing with people that are acquainted. Like in
True.
that situation, you saying they knew each other well, and they
Fact.
was dealing with each other to some degree. And even if you are dealing boyfriend and girlfriend or whatever, there's still a situation where she say, "Nah, I ain't with it tonight," and
Fact.
it should be respected. But I want to hear from women, and we can debate, discuss, whatever about what is the line, like, you know, because I want an understanding of it too, because it's harder for a man to explain it because we're the men. I want to hear how a woman interprets it in her head, especially if
Yeah.
she's dealing with the guy and been giving it up. So then the guy has a twisted sense of entitlement, like, yo, I can get that whenever
Hey
I want.
Momo, the link is in this. Link is in the chat, Momo. Hit the link in the chat now.
I got it. I'm here.
Oh yeah, okay. I didn't know I brought you up here. All right, what's good, man? Let Johnny finish talking. Pour yourself, Johnny. Go ahead, spin the speaker.
I'm opening the door. Like, I want some input from a female.
All right, hold up. All right, you heard him, baby. You always there? All right, what you think about the situation? The microphone right there. What you think about the situation?
Well, I think as her being a victim, like, I mean, it probably took a while for her to come out, and when she finally did come out, like, you know, it was like she knew she probably was going to get the backlash or whatever. But like, when no means no, it's a lot of women that don't speak up about rape. I was in a childhood rape situation, and it took me to about 5 years ago to even talk about it. So it's hard for a woman to even, you know, acknowledge that it happened. And him being a celebrity, whatever, I think she knew she was going to get the backlash coming out, you know, and speaking about it.
All right, hey Momo, what you think? And Mecca, my name is Mecca. What you think? Y'all women, let the women talk on this panel. Let them put their truth out there. Mecca, you muted, yo. Unmute your mic.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
What you think about the situation? How you feel about it?
About that situation or about the R word?
The R word and people not believing the women or believing the kids, boys or girls, when they say they've been raped or molested or anything.
See, here's the thing. Like Stephanie just said, right? You know, this kind of sin. Give me a minute, you know, because this kind of touches me. As far as their situation, I feel like he did it because she never mentioned his name.
Facts.
And he automatically knew that she was talking about him. And a lot of victims won't speak up because people tend to re-victimize them. Like,
Indeed.
they want to know why it happened. Like, why would the person do this? See, it's those questions that makes the victim shut down and they don't want to talk about it. But 70%,
The bottom.
and it's really high than that, and I'm being nice, 70% of rape victims know the person who rapes them. Only maybe 20% of the people get, like, a random person does it. Most of the rape victim is by somebody that they actually trusted.
Facts.
And that's why it hurts them. It damages them the way it does because they really trusted this person.
Indeed.
And then to fact, when they speak up, nobody believes them. It's easier to say, well, if she hadn't had on that outfit, or if she hadn't been there, like, it still doesn't give the person the right to decide that I want to, because rape is technically about power and control.
Indeed.
It's not about the sex. It's about having this person under your control, and they thrive off the fear of the victim. But my opinion is he did it due to his body language. When he was talking, he never completed a sentence. He was deflecting. And
he kept saying, I bought her smoothies. Nigga, you could have raped her before or after the smoothies. That don't matter if you bought her a smoothie or not.
But he said that the reason why he wanted the video footage from the smoothie place was because it shows that she left from the smoothie place.
Yeah.
But if she left from the smoothie place, then she should still have her clothes on and not his.
True.
So this is why I feel the evidence is pointing towards he's guilty in my eyes.
And I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna keep it real. I don't really talk about stuff too much about my personal life. But rest in peace to my father, right? Big Kwa Young, right? When I was 10 years old, he came and got me. He told to come get me for the weekends. He lived in Harlem, you know what I'm saying? Him and his wife would come get me for the weekends or whatever, and I stay out there. And I was in the 5th grade, and my father had left out the house to go handle some business. My father was a hustler, got money, and left me in the house with his wife. His wife, she had sex with me. I was young. I know I had played house with little girls and stuff before, so I'm thinking like it's playing house or whatever. I didn't realize until I was getting older that she really molested me. And a lot of guys don't talk about it because they think if they're talking about it, that they're be considered a punk, a chump, or whatever. No, you're not considered that. If you talk about this really happened to you, speak your piece. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, even when I was 5 years old, my supposed to be godfather had tried to touch me, and I kept it real. I told my mother straight. Me and my sister told my mother straight what had happened. My sister was 1 year old, like 1 or 2, and I was like 5 or 6. And she told my mother, she was like, Uncle Rodney was trying to touch Quad Pee-Pee. You dig what I'm saying? And they brushed that under the rug too, you know what I'm saying? Because they thinking, oh, kids don't really talk. He probably just trying to help them go to the bathroom. Now I've been was telling people about that, you know what I'm saying? Because it was times that I stayed in over the house with me, him, and his daughters, my mother and my sister, and the girls would sleep in the same room. I had to sleep in the room with him, and he would try to touch me, and I'd get off the bed and I'd get on a chair. I sleep sitting up on a chair, or I put 2 chairs together, had my feet on one side of the chair, my body on the other side of the chair, and I sleep like that. And this is when I was like 6, 7. So like I said, they don't believe women and kids unless the person get caught in the act. And I think that's a real foul situation. And that really, like when I was younger, I messed with a lot of chicks because I'm thinking that's what they wanted. They just want to have sex. Because they didn't show me nothing else other than let's have sex, you know what I'm saying? I took it from, even when I was 15, I was dating this older woman. She's like my mother's age. You know what I'm saying? She seen me at the corner store. I was hustling at the time. She seen me at the corner store getting a butter roll and a hot chocolate. and pushed up on me. Her daughter was to school with me. She knew me from playing sports and hustling. And what she do? She came on to me, and me being young and not really realize that she was so much older than me, there was something wrong with that. I started sleeping with this woman. But by the time I told her, I was like, yo, I'm about to be 16. I'm not grown. She was like, I don't care. She's like, I'm in love with you. She's like, I want you to come to my family reunion. She was she had a baby. She had a baby by what's this nigga name? Lawrence Taylor. Her daughter had something about Lawrence Taylor that played for the New York Giants. You did? But I didn't know that I wasn't the only young boy she did that with. It was mad young boys that she did that with. I didn't find out till we was grown. We all was talking about it. And I thought about it. I was like, yo, that was considered statutory rape.
That will fall under.
Oh no, hold on, for myself. Mr. Executioner, my godfather, he got the pain brought to him because my father was the president at the time. My stepfather gave him a business on Bond Street in Elizabeth, New Jersey. He gave him the business. That's my sister's father, and I love him like he's my real dad. Shout out to Curtis Johnson from Newark, New Jersey. He's still in my life. He just called me for my born day. But go ahead, Johnny, go ahead, speak, man. I see you up there, man.
I appreciate your honesty. A lot of the celebrities, or whether they be A, B, C, people who have, they're known. A lot of people that's known, they are, just like someone said, it's a power trip. I noticed from even being in the streets and hustling, we would be like a hood celebrity. And because of that, you got people that sweating you, and you have the power you got a bunch of women on you, so on and so forth. So people think that, since you got a lot of women sweating you, wanting to be with you, that anybody who you take out is going to go with that flow. And it ain't like that. Everybody ain't like that. But one of the things that makes it really hard for a woman to come out and accuse someone with a name, or a child to come out and accuse someone with a name, whether it be a male child or female child, is because in society nowadays, the accusations are shortly followed by a lawsuit. So it looks as if this is a motive to get money. And then when you attach it to money, now everything is questionable. It could be totally true. But it's like, okay, well, listen, here comes the accusations, here come the money. And then the Me Too movement was good in a way because a lot of the females were able to have a voice. But on the flip side, the Me Too movement was people jumping in on celebrities. So it looked like Me Too wanting to get some money. So that's why it's like people look at it with a suspect eye. And I'm not negating the validity of none of it, because some of these people, once they get a little bit of power, they start tripping. And power will bring out the ugly. Like whatever you are, money will magnify it. So if you have some ugly in you, the money will magnify it for real. They say power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. So it will definitely get people to show their real self.
Indeed. All right, Momo B112, what you got to say about it? You know what I'm saying? Let's see you speak on it, sis.
Oh, well, there's different forms. We have a whole bit different levels of the rape and molestation scenarios. The kids being molested and touched, I don't even like to talk about that. I don't like to talk about it because I couldn't imagine what I would do if somebody touched my children. I that's why I never let my children go over, oh, can I go over such house to spend a night? No, you cannot. You're not going nowhere to nobody's house spending no nights. I never let my child go spend a night nowhere. That ain't happening. If they want to come over here, I let her bring her friends over to my house. Yes, I did. And I listened to all their conversations. And I wanted to hear what they was talking about and all that. Yes, I was. But you're not going over nobody's house with no man in the house. No, you can sleep your butt right here. You got a whole bedroom.
And that's a shame that you can't even go over spend the night at Uncle house with your first cousins or your best friend's house because you're not sure of what the parent or whoever's in the house going to do to that child.
No, I'm not. I don't want to take the chance.
That's a shame. That's a shame.
I'm not taking no chances. Now, if no, you're not doing that. You're not going over no friend's house. Family is different. Friends, no. There's no reason why you can't come home and go to your bed.
Sometimes family worse than friends.
Yeah, I hear the stories, but I never had no family near me anyway like that. You know, I lived all the way in Florida. Everybody else is in New York. So, but if I was to send my daughter to somebody's house to spend a night, I'm going to be right there too. They my family too. Why I can't be there? That's what's going to happen because she's not going by herself. I never believed that. I never believed in that kind of stuff because that's not how I was raised, number one. And number two, I don't want to take no chances. Not with mine. I'm not doing it. So I stay away from that. I didn't put my children in any position to be molested by anybody. That's just me.
But it don't necessarily have to happen when they're going to stay at night out. It could happen when they're at school by the gym teacher, by the guidance counselor, by the teacher, by the principal, you know what I'm saying, by the security guards. It doesn't have to happen when they go out and stay at night because this shit has been happening for years. It's just not been talked about.
Yeah, I know. I feel you. It could happen anytime. But I know one thing. When it's time to come home and go to bed, it's time to come home and go to bed. You got a room all by yourself. Go sleep in it. But when we want to talk about grown-ups, because that's how it started with grown-ups and people being molested raped by their partners per se. Sex is supposed to be consensual. You're both supposed to want it. Nobody should take it from you. Facts. I don't care who you are. If you're my husband and I say no, that's no. That's it. You can't just jump on me and take it. That's sexual abuse. That's domestic violence. That's all of that.
Yeah, you know what? And it makes it so bad that this was happening for years, husbands, because people that believe in the church and believe in the Bible, they believe that a woman is supposed to do what a husband said. So if you don't want to have sex, he want to have sex, he could take it. And that wasn't considered rape back in the day. Now it's considered rape. But back in the when our grandparents and our parents and our great-grandparents come up, that was considered, you do what your husband say. Yeah. Period. Now it's different. And you know what I'm saying? They probably was feeling that way back then, but they couldn't say that because they didn't.
Yeah, that's how it was back then. I can Tina Turner. You know he raped her more than once, several occasions.
Yeah, but you know what? I want to say something about the Tina Turner thing. Tina Turner even admitted in her book that she embellished in that What's Love Got to Do with This movie about how Ike was beating her, raping her. They was fighting each other. It was mutual combat.
It's considered mutual combat if you hit back. Who's gonna sit there and keep letting you beat on them though?
Well, I'm gonna keep it real. I told you, my first wife, my youngest son, his mom's. I had to put hands on because she kept putting her hands on me. I had to put hands on to get out the house and go get my own apartment. You dig what I'm saying? So it's times when women beat men too, and men just defending themselves trying to get away from it.
Well, I started it. I beat everybody in the whole group. He was beating everybody around there.
That's a movie. That's a movie.
I never seen him fight no. No, that was real life. All them chicks say that story way before the movie came out. I was beating up every bitch. I never heard him fight no man ever.
But hold on, why no man didn't stop him from beating up bitches?
Cause they was all in the crew together.
No, because they knew Ike would whoop their ass. That's why. Okay. That's why. Ike was the type of nigga that your mother warned you about. The type of nigga that beat your ass and beat a nigga ass. So don't come telling your brothers or your daddy nothing. Because your daddy and your brother might get their ass whooped by this nigga too. Yo, hey Johnny, am I lying, Johnny? We know this like some blood, bro. You know niggas like this in the hood.
It don't matter. Look. They should have ran deep on him. 8 of them, and beat the shit out of his ass.
Well, they didn't.
I know they didn't. They should have.
Hold on, somebody. Adria Sheena, she said we had a family party where the house was packed, and a family member asked my son to show him his private. Good thing I told my son to never show anyone his private, and he came and told me. That's crazy.
I remember.
That is because.
Can a sex offender be around their own baby? Nowadays, they can be around, but they gotta have what's it called? The visits with the police, with the
supervised
visits. They could be on. They gotta have supervised visits. True, but nowadays it don't even matter because these sex offenders are molesting little boys and little girls, only getting 18 months in jail, while you selling drugs and they give you 10, 15, 20, 50 years, 100 years life in prison for selling drugs with no murders. But a sex offender can molest your daughter or molest your son and do 6 months, 12 months, or 18 months and come home and get a great ass job. When you come home from robbing niggas and selling drugs, and then the first thing they do is tell you, we can't hire you. Your background check came back. But that nigga's a pedophile. But you hire that pedophile motherfucker right there. That's because you're a pedophile too, honky. Well, we know what it is, man.
But what is a female to do if she's fortunate enough to meet a celebrity? And like I said, A, B, C, D, whatever. Just, you know.
Hey, peace, big sis Lorraine Bunting. How you doing? I see you up here. Salute. That's Johnny Bunting's wife. She coming to check that little nigga.
So, like I was saying, what is a female to do if she so happens to get a celebrity, whether it be a sports rapper, entertainment, or whatever? And because these people, they expect it. Like, listen, I'm a millionaire, going out, I meet a new girl, going out, and then we go to you done spent $1,000 on her that night, and what happens next? And I want to hear from the females, because, you know, from a guy's point of view, I already think if you done spent $1,000, you already know where the night is going to end at. But what does a female actually think?
But see, let me ask you this. As a man, why do you feel or think that way in the first place? That just because you brought her or you spent some money on her, she's obligated to have sex with you. Why?
Well, that's part of how I came up, and we see that.
Like, see, I'm asking you, why do men feel that just because they spent some money on a female that she's obligated to have sex? As a man, I need you to answer that question as a man. Why do y'all men feel that women have to have sex with y'all just because y'all spend some money?
All right. Now, I'm going to answer that before you answer it, Johnny. I'm going to go ahead and say that real quick. Let my sister Mecca, she spoke us piece. Let me say what I'm going to say. All right. Women know there's a level to dating. A certain amount of money.
So no, you putting it back on the woman. You putting it back on the woman. The question is for the man to answer.
I'm gonna answer. Let me explain my answer first. Like I said, women and men know there's a certain level of dating. Now, if we get to know each other, don't order $100 steak on the menu, and you can go home and go to the next nigga. No, we ain't doing that. Order a reasonable menu. Meal, order some drinks. I don't mind about paying for drinks and food for a woman. You know what I'm saying? Even majority of the time, I don't mind about sending food home to their kids, because that's what a man's supposed to do. But you're not going to be, how they call it, a serial dater, and just keep trying to run in my pocket and then talking about, oh, I ain't know. You know when you was ordering that $200 platter you ordered, that I wanted some skins. And you just use
Because
that.
that's what you thought, right?
Listen. No, you use that as a bargaining chip. And then when the push came to shove, you didn't do it. I'm just not the type of nigga that's gonna force myself with no woman. I'm too fly for that. Oh, yo, take that steak and that shit to your kids. Don't hit me no more. Fuck you. I'm out. Period.
Wow.
And other dudes that's gonna choke a woman up and take it.
Wow.
That's foul. That's foul.
What's foul?
They're taking pussy from a woman. That's foul. That's some punk shit. That's some chump shit. That's some dumb shit.
And it's also foul that you think just because you spend $500 on me tonight that you're gonna get it or you ain't calling me no more. That's foul too.
Thank you. That's why I said what's foul.
It's foul to have a guy spend a bunch of money and have him think that things is gonna go. And
Well,
then
see,
You shouldn't think
the
nothing.
key word is think.
That's right.
That's
What are you thinking
your
about?
thinking. That has
You
nothing
asked
to
me
do
out.
with what it is.
That's right. You asked me out. I ain't asked you out. I guarantee you I didn't ask you out. You asked me out. Don't think what's gonna happen. You just wait and see. If it happen, it happen. If it don't, it don't.
Right. What you thinking for?
I know if I spend hold on. I know if I spend $500 on a
Let's-
date. I know if I spend $500 on a first date, and you tell me, "Oh, give me a kiss on the cheek or a hug," I'll talk to you later. I'm not calling you no more. You
Okay,
do
well
that?
then don't call me
Okay,
no
that's
more.
fine.
Yeah, exactly.
That's fine. But guess what?
You
You ain't gotta call me no more. I still got the $500 spent, so you don't gotta call me no more.
Get that $500 and rub it on your chest.
No, you shouldn't
I ain't
be
got
thinking
none.
like that in the first place. Like, what who are you? Like, what are you doing? Like, where's your wife?
Right.
Let her talk, because you need to be quiet. Let the missus talk over there. You hear what he's saying?
My wife right here. She listens.
I know. I want her to talk, because you sound crazy.
Hey, baby, go ahead. She wants you to talk, baby. Go ahead, talk.
I hear what he's saying. I had to step out, but that's
talking
that
crazy
old school
over there.
mentality that's the way they was raised or something.
Well, raised by wolves.
That's-
Who the hell raised you?
Yeah, but
listen,
I don't understand why men expect it. You know what I mean? Like, especially like you didn't know them, or you know what I mean? Like, this your first time out.
Yeah, don't spend that much on me. I didn't ask you to spend that much. I'm not gonna say, hey, buy this, buy that. We could go wherever you want to go. If I want to go somewhere you think it's too much, if you think it's too much for the first date, then we don't go there. I don't care. I don't care. I'm just trying to get to know you, and you should be trying to get to know me too.
Let me say something. I might offend y'all.
Right.
I might offend y'all, but it's the truth. I'm talking about I'm 51 years old, so I'm talking about my era. Most of us are in the same age range. I might be a couple of years older, but we're still in the same age range.
Indeed.
In the 80s, when I was in the streets getting money, most of the guys that was a little older than me, so these are the guys that I'm learning from. These guys getting money, they're going out with females, and we called it tricking. When you're spending money and you're not getting nothing, we called it tricking. Some guys did it willingly; they had no problem doing it. This, that, and the third. And on the flip side, you had some females that this is what they did. They went out with the guys who was getting money, and they knew what time it was. Like, oh, we're gonna go here, we're gonna go here, we're gonna go here. And after we go to the movies, the Beefsteak Charlie's or Sizzlers or Red Lobster, the motel.
Hold on, Bennigan's used to be the shit back in the day too. Bennigan's, go there and get them big ass.
Okay, so
just let me finish. So
ahead.
that was part of the itinerary. So if this guy has dated 5 females and this was the trend, so when the 6th one come along and he's doing all these things, he's thinking, oh, she's falling into now she might not be going for it, but he's thinking, okay, well, she's the same way, blah, blah, blah. So I do not want y'all to think that just because y'all don't think this way, there aren't 50 other women that'll be like, listen, spend $500 on me, or because they've been trained, got to have a job, no romance without finance. there's been songs that been put out there saying, if you don't spend no money, you ain't getting this.
Don't spend no money, you'll get no honey.
Okay. So there have been songs out there that said that, right? And because there are women out there that do that. And I don't want you to tell us what we might be thinking. I don't want you walking around thinking that just because you took a female out and you spent your money voluntarily, that she's obligated to give you any kind of sex. She's not. Just because you was around these type of women don't mean that that's how all women function. Some women is like, thank you for the meal, and you asking them for the sex might ruin any chance you even had.
A man, let me say something.
Because you can also turn a woman off.
Let me say something. I'm gonna keep it real with you. All the times I took women out or whatever, I never asked a woman for sex. I'm curious or whatever, see what it lead up to, and see if she's gonna give me the sex. And if she said no, then no means no, and I leave it like that. And I might not call her no more. Period.
Right, but why aren't you calling her no more?
Because check this out. Because even though she said no says no, and I left her alone, she could always get an attitude and say, he did this to me, or he did that. And you it's her word against your word.
Okay, but listen to this. Why didn't you call her no more?
Because you went against the agreement, the arrangement we had.
What was the arrangement? What was the arrangement?
When I spend my money, you give me some honey.
But that's your ideology. See, that's your ideology, and this is what get a lot of men is in trouble. This is why I'm asking the questions that I'm asking. This is why a lot of men get in trouble, because they feel because they spent a little bit of money.
Let me ask you a question. If you went out with a dude, and you fell him, and you was like, you know, I got it for the night, and you paid for $300, $400 meal. Not saying you would do, but just saying if. And then when you think he go back to the house, you have coffee, a cuddle, or watch a movie, and he tell you, yo, I'm out, I gotta handle some business. You're not gonna be mad? Think you got play?
If I took a guy out, that means I'm willing to spend the money. Okay? So if I'm spending the money, I'm not looking for sex. Women, we don't think, oh, I'm gonna take him out because I'm gonna get him something tonight. He gonna give me something tonight. We don't think that way.
Y'all sound thirsty. If you're not gonna call me the next day because I didn't give you none.
Because you didn't give me none? Because I didn't give you none?
Next week. I could give you some next week if we go out again. And you don't even have to pay. We can go to the beach. I live in Florida.
I'm gonna answer your question in the reverse. I'm gonna answer your question in reverse. I just met this guy. We went out. He spent a lot of money and brought me a Louis Vuitton purse. I didn't sleep with him.
Did he call you back?
Yes, he calls me all the time. Right now, I can read all 1,000 texts from him. Yes. And you know what he told me? You're different. He said, you're different from the women that I used to deal with. And that is what attracted me to you even more.
That's right.
This retired military man. All men don't think like that, and all women don't think, because see, we might, right? Like when you took us out, we might have been in our head saying, yeah, he being nice, I'm gonna give him something. And then you can say something out your mouth that can ruin everything.
Yeah. Like
turn the woman off. That's both ways though. Because I know many times a woman said something that straight turned me off, and I didn't want to talk to them. I'm like, oh, this bitch is
no romance. Let me explain no romance without finance, because y'all bugging. No romance without finance means I'm not gonna have no broke man
living in my house.
That's
what it is.
Off of me, dirtying up my cootie mamas, but I got a dry ass pocket.
That's right. That's what it's.
That's what that means.
That's right.
It don't mean that because I'm going out with you, I want to sleep with you, or we're gonna sleep together. It just means whoever I get into a relationship with, you gotta have substance and you gotta have your grown man on. That's it.
So I guess y'all both know the songwriter, huh?
Yep.
No. We know females.
Y'all just interpreted the whole.
No.
That's how it goes. Listen to
You
the
make
song.
an interpretation, so why
Yes,
can't we?
listen to the words.
Listen to the
words of the
words.
song.
All right, sing
To
the
the
words,
song.
since y'all wrote it.
Oh boy.
What do us writing a song has to do with common knowledge as a woman?
No,
See, we
because
speaking to you from a woman's point of view, and we're telling you that as a woman, that is what that meant to us. We can't help what it means to y'all because we found out that what it means to y'all, if y'all spend money on the female, y'all entitled to sex.
and I asked y'all a question and nobody answered it. So and y'all flipped it on me. Now I'm going to give y'all some scenarios,
Okay.
true life scenarios, and I want y'all to speak your way out of this. All right, Mike Tyson, Tupac. These are two celebrities that was in two situations where they was accused of rape, and the female was in a hotel. How the hell she get to the hotel? If he spent money on you and you didn't want to, you should have never even made it that far. And I'm not saying that they didn't do what they was accused of. All I'm saying is, why?
So now
if
it's
you know
her
you're
fault.
not going to give it up.
So
Why
now
did you
it's her
go?
fault. So
No,
now
I'm not saying
it's
it's
her
your fault.
fault.
I'm telling you to explain that what would you be thinking about if you know you're not giving it up? Why would you even agree to get to that close quarters?
Because I just told you that something can happen where y'all can open y'all mouth and turn the person off where they don't want to be bothered with you now. So even if she in the hotel room and she said, I don't want to do it, she should be able to walk out the same way she came in.
And I agree.
You should be man enough, strong enough to say, okay, let her go because I'm Mike Tyson. I can get some coochie if that's what I want.
That's right. And thank you, because I wasn't even gonna respond to that.
I agree with that, but basically what you're saying
What
is
contradicts that you agree?
In her head, I just said that I agree with you, but what you're basically saying is in her head, she went there willingly because she wanted to go, and then something happened that made her change her mind. Right?
That's plausible. That's plausible.
That's plausible. I'll accept that because it is plausible.
What men have to learn,
we don't know what really happened.
Men have to learn that no means no. And if you feeling like you when you spend money on the female that's automatically she has to sleep with you, then you need to go, excuse my French, and buy a pocket pussy. Pay for that. Because just because
what the hell is a pocket pussy? Is that Pornhub or something?
I might have to look it up on Amazon.com.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, I look at it. But
I'm just saying they have to learn that. They have to learn that you cannot classify. See, when you start generalizing, because all women are not like that. Some women have substance.
One second, Mecca. Like Israel, Pac was in the room. Pac was in the room with her. They had sex. She left Pac and went to the living room with the other gentleman while Pac was asleep. And they did what they did to her. Whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She felt it was Pac's fault that was happening to her.
Like he set her up. Right.
But it wasn't his fault because he was in the room asleep. She should have either stayed in the room with him or wanted her ass to fuck home.
Right.
She might have been trying to go home.
But here's the thing. I don't want any of y'all to think that I'm justifying the situations because I'm not. But I want to get a clear understanding of why a woman would put herself in that situation. And although y'all can't read their minds, y'all can only think for yourselves, but you would have a better understanding of it than I. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a man. Like if I go to a hotel with a woman and I feel things is going to get out of hand with her, meaning like she's going to try to get physical with me and I know I can handle myself. Most of the time, the man is stronger. Most of the time, not all the time. but most of the time the man is stronger. So if you're putting yourself in a position, you're a 5'2" female and you're going with a 6'5" guy, and you know, Kobe, the situation with Kobe and the girl, another woman made it to the hotel room. It's like with a celebrity, it's like females don't seem to be able to say no, when no meaning I'm not going, when it comes to a celebrity. So that leads people to believe that the celebrity is being played. And I'm not saying a definitive yes or a definitive no. I'm just saying it begins to formulate a trend because they get there, things happen, they cry rape, and then they want a lawsuit. They want some money.
You know why?
Oh.
Because even a regular citizen that's not a celebrity, okay? Because celebrities don't get passes just because they're celebrities. Because they're doing what regular, normal, civilian, regular people is doing when it comes to that. And just so you know, when a person is raped or a victim, the state that that person lives in, the victim advocate, there's funds. They're compensated for that. So it's just not through a lawsuit like you would do a celebrity, because they have money where you can sue. And sometimes they even make the person pay restitution. So the funds are there either way when you're victimized. The funds are there. It has nothing to do with he's a celebrity. Because listen, we can flip it on this side. Wait, well, let me finish. We can flip it on this side. Being that he know he a celebrity and he know there's women out there. See, he has his fault in it too. We're not going to just put it on a why she go. See, that's what I just said. No, why did he take her up there? Why, when he know he's a celebrity, he know if something go wrong, he know he can be lied on or it can be true and he can be sued. So why would he put himself in that situation?
Because they've been doing that. Look, Bill Cosby, he's another guy. I don't.
But listen, with Bill Cosby,
I don't know.
No. With Bill Cosby, back in that time, that's what they did: quaaludes, uppers, downers, sideways, and all of that stuff. And they were sleeping all with each other. That's why we got step brothers and sisters, because that's what they did back in those days.
All right. And although I wasn't there, I can reasonably agree with you because that's stories that I've heard too. So why did they come forth later on and it became a big deal? Then Cosby got vilified.
You know why it became a big deal? Because our people made it a big deal. When they started talking about it, we ran with it. We didn't talk about all the college education he paid for. See, we didn't talk about that stuff. We went with the narrative, like we always do for our people, and then say our people always getting messed over when we help crucify our people. And that is why.
I agree with you 100%, because although I don't know if he did any of those things, but what I do believe is that he was vilified because he was becoming very, very popular, and he was on the verge of becoming powerful. And he was helping our community. So to vilify him and put him away took away all his credibility. So if he was trying to run for public office or endorse somebody or something to that effect,
and he was getting ready to buy NBC.
So because he was trying to do that for years.
Right.
So to me, I don't give that all the credibility that I would give something else. Because I know that there was an ulterior motive behind the Cosby situation, but it still begs the questions, especially when it comes to celebrities with real money. Now, I'm not talking about a YouTuber who got $50 over lunch money. I'm not talking about that.
I want you to hear something real quick.
That's about. But see, this is the thing.
Hold on, 1 second. Time out. I want you to hear something real quick. I'm gonna pull something up. I want you to hear something real quick. You gotta tell me what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? Let me pull something real quick for y'all. This is Desiree Washington. She was on 2020 talking about the Mike Tyson. Like, I want you to listen to what she had to say. And like I said, I don't believe Mike Tyson did that either. But you know what I'm saying? Let's listen.
Well, he said he did it. So
Wait, what? Mike
he
Tyson?
said he did it.
Mike Tyson raped a bunch of chicks.
The stories that touch your life with Hugh Downs and Barbara Walters. This is 20.
To question so many things that weren't covered or that didn't come out.
Desiree Washington tells what she told the jury, his behavior when they met, how the night unfolded.
What were you doing there at 2 o'clock in the morning?
She responds to critics.
And Heather said, she asked for it, she got it, it's not fair to cry rape.
A Barbara Walters exclusive.
How many years would you suggest that he have to pay the penalty?
At last, from the victim herself.
He changed completely. He was crazy.
Why she took on Tyson. Stories tonight, February 20, 1992.
She convinced a jury that Mike Tyson raped her.
Down in the second round.
Intimidating.
What happens?
He gets out of control, throwing, screaming.
Does he hit you?
Yep.
He shakes, he pushes, he swings. And just recently, I've become afraid.
2 days later, Robin Givens moved out of their estate. She filed for divorce.
I'm in a dream, day after day. Beautiful women.
Chosen as a goodwill ambassador to Moscow, the only black in a group of 34 students from across the country. Desiree's father is a bookkeeper in the motel business. Her mother's a personnel specialist. They raised her as a strict Baptist. She was thrilled, she said, to be chosen Miss Black Rhode Island and was having the time of her life at the pageant last summer, until the early hours of July 19th. That, a jury agreed, is when Mike Tyson raped her in this room at the Canterbury Hotel. The ordeal of the trial is finally behind her, and Desiree wants to get on with her life. She agreed to an interview, her one and only interview, she says, to answer her critics. The special prosecutor in the Tyson trial came with her at our invitation. Greg Garrison was along for moral support, but also to answer some of the legal questions surrounding this complicated story. How much did you know about Mike Tyson before you met him?
I just knew that he was an excellent boxer because my dad and my brother and my grandfather were great fans of his. I mean, they wouldn't miss a fight. They'd crowd around in the family room and root for him and things like that. And that was all I really knew about him.
So he was kind of a hero in the family?
Oh, yes.
So that you would have been thrilled to meet him?
Oh, yes.
Where did you get the courage after all of this, especially knowing that your father and brother thought that he was such a wonderful man? Where did you get the courage to come forward and press charges?
I would say from God, and my mom and dad. And
your father, even though he was a fan of Mike Tyson, said, go do it?
My dad is a bigger fan of mine.
When you met Mike Tyson at that beauty contest, he came and saw all of the girls. What was he like? What did he say to you? What did you say to him? How did he appear?
He was very nice. To me, he pointed to me and said, you're a nice Christian girl.
How did he know that?
He had been talking to Charlie Neal, so I assumed that Charlie Neal told him.
Who was in charge of the pageant?
Yes, he was the master of ceremony, so I assumed that he told him that I was a Christian girl. And that's what he said to me. He was really, really friendly, and he came up to me and hugged me and said, would you like to go out on a date with me? And sure, I was so surprised, and I couldn't believe it.
And excited? Really?
Yes, I was.
Did you feel romantic towards him?
No. I didn't find him attractive. I was just shocked. That's all I can...
Wow, he asked me? You mean like that?
Yeah.
At the trial, the centerpiece of the defense was that you knew from the beginning that Mike Tyson wanted to have sex with you.
No, I
That's
didn't.
what was said.
Mm-hmm. I know.
Did he say anything to you that was sexual?
No, not at all. He didn't.
Just what?
Would you like to go out on a date with me? I mean, I don't see anyone who can find something sexual about that, you know? he even had mentioned dinner and things like that.
But no sexual kind of, no, we'll go back to my room, or no, gee, I'd sure love to hug you or kiss you. Or...
No, nothing like that.
Did he touch you?
He hugged me, like I stated, but not in any sexual way.
One beauty pageant contestant testified at the trial that you made remarks about Mike Tyson's physique, that specifically you talked about his butt. You talked about...
Yeah, I did know that.
Okay. Did you ever say anything about his physique?
No, I didn't. I don't know what this person's motive was for what she said, but I know for a fact that I never said the things that this person is saying that I said.
Another beauty pageant contestant quoted you as saying, he's got a lot of money and he's dumb. You saw what Robin Givens got out of him.
That's another thing that I never said. The only thing that was mentioned about Robin Givens was the next day, after everything that had happened to me, there was a group of girls around talking about Robin Givens did this to him and Robin Givens did that to him, these things that I hadn't even known.
So she came from out of a rock. And oh my gosh. Like, and one thing I can say, Mike Tyson was a misogynist. I'm sure all of us can agree on that. And he was very aggressive when he
that cocaine heavy too.
He was on drugs. He was doing a whole lot of things wrong. So, in my opinion, he was easy prey to be lined up. Yeah,
he's a victim. Easy victim.
Yeah.
Like, hold on. Now, like I said, I believe Mike Tyson might have took pussy in the past, but I don't believe he did that to that woman. That woman, for a woman that been raped and been bullied by Mike Tyson like that, she'd have been a lot more emotional.
No, my thing is with him is
Born.
He got a lot of money.
He
He got a lot of women. And,
he didn't say he did.
He did on the stand. Yes, he did. Oh my God.
Said he had sex with her. He didn't say he raped her.
He said he had oral sex with her.
He said it was consensual.
It was consensual. He never said he raped her.
Yes, he did.
No, he did not, Renee.
Oh, but then he should have went to trial. He should have been plugged in.
Anything, okay, against your will, okay? The man, I don't care. I know y'all want to defend him, and I know women lie on those celebrities, but once a man come out their mouth and say they did it, I have to go by what they say.
Okay, roll the tape.
Didn't he go to jail for that?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he went to jail for that. It ain't because he pled guilty.
Please,
oh
he
my
should
God.
Trial.
You know what? This is why celebrities. You see the attitude y'all got right now?
You know what? The sad part about it. The sad part about
this is sad right now.
No, the sad part about the whole thing is Mike Tyson.
You just listen to that girl lie just now.
Mike Tyson is a savage. He's a savage in the boxing ring, and he's a savage to women in general. Completely, everybody knows that. And for y'all to sit here and try to defend him, I can't believe it.
I can't believe he was a misogynist.
I cannot believe it at all.
Hold on one second. Yeah, hold on one second. Here go Mike Tyson right here. Here go Mike Tyson right here. I'm bringing Mike Tyson speaking on it.
Come on, Mike Tyson.
No. Go back to when he went to court and he was on the stand.
He in court. He's showing the court stand.
No. And y'all want to take up for him. That'd be the last person I'm taking up for.
No. He ain't on no stand in that.
She put me in that state where
he is not on the stand.
No, I really wish I did now. But now I really do want to rape her and her mama.
You
I know
see?
you don't like to hear that.
That ain't even funny.
Mike Tyson
crazy.
be the kind of client who lawyers
That's what
have
y'all want to take
not
up
found
for.
easy to control.
Right.
As the case headed for trial, attorney Vincent Fuller had a lot to do
Okay,
with.
now
Tyson's
he got the tattoo, right?
Fuller.
So this is old footage. I need you. What I need you to do is I need you to go back.
Was a high-priced attorney from a White Shoe, Washington law
I got you. 1 second. I'm
not
not fighting.
street crime specialist. Vince Fuller, your lawyer. What kind
He
of
was a sellout piece of fella. I didn't know anything about legal. So I'm with Don King, right? This guy, Don King. I'm glad you got into that. Don King's a decent man, supposedly. He's a piece of shit. Because this guy got him out of a tax lawsuit. He's going to get this guy to handle my particular rape involvement. And man, please.
Full disclosure, back in 1992, I was asked about this kind of attack on Vince Fuller by Mike Tyson. And in that interview, in essence, I said it's not uncommon for a defendant who's lost a trial to turn on his trial counsel. Did he talk to you at all? I mean, did he did he come visit you and talk to you about the case at all?
Listen, can I tell you something? He cared more about me going to jail than he cared about the bugs he stepped on his way to his job.
We asked Vincent Fuller to talk about this case. He told us he didn't wish to appear on camera. Instead, we tracked down another member of the defense team, Jim Boyles, a top lawyer in Indianapolis.
I found the video of Mike Tyson talking about. That's what he was. This one, so I found it just now. Here we go, right now. Mike Tyson shocking admission. Hold on, here we go. Like I told you, I'm an equal opportunist hater. Here we go.
So that clip is part of what they are using against Mike Tyson in court.
Why didn't they cut?
So that clip is part of what they are using against Mike Tyson in court. When Mike Tyson was in the news again recently, I wanted to dig deeper into his life, his beginnings, his boxing career, the man he used to be, and the man he is now, to see if there's any truth behind the recent allegations.
So I was staying at Cut's house. You know, I come from a really poverty-stricken area, and when I came to live with Cut's, they live in a 14-room Victorian mansion. And I first come here, I said, wow, I could rob these white guys, these white motherfuckers. They ain't hip. Not thinking, I'm not knowing this guy been around the world a bunch of times. I never knew he was like me. He was from a bad neighborhood. He was a street kid like me.
The same much I trust him, I guess he trusts me, and he trusts me a lot. So, but no one really knows Mike Tyson. Nobody's really friendly with Mike Tyson. Why? Except Customato.
Incident report made, and it's my understanding that Mr. Mike Tyson is has been alleged to have committed the crime.
Anything said on like that? Like,
I mean, I'm a jerk sometimes, and I say things that sometimes crass and coarse, but I would never do nothing to that extent. And whatever I did, I may have took advantage of women before, but I never took advantage of her. I don't know what to say about that situation. Just basically took the whole life out of me in that situation. I never again trusted anyone.
Listen, I'll tell you, I'm here to say it myself. The least thing, again, listen, no knock to any.
All right, y'all. I want y'all to hear that. Go ahead. What y'all think about that? About him speaking on that?
I think that you need to go back to the actual footage of the court date so you can hear what he said then, not now. That's what I think.
I heard what he said,
but
and I watched.
This ain't about Tyson, but you know,
It's
this
about,
is, in general, he's just an example of a
all
celebrity.
right. Here we go. Here we go with Matt Fafa. Here goes an example of Matt Fafa denying the rape allegations. I want you to hear this. It's a whole
Last time I saw Kiki, she met my family. The last time I saw Kiki, she met my family. We went and got smoothies, and I put her in the cab. You know how crazy the smoothie shop owner looked at me today when I said, yo, do you have the footage from a year ago? Do you have the footage from a year ago? That my mom's chopped it up with her. We went and got smoothies, fam. Smoothies. She couldn't pick which flavor. I left her in the store. She drank a smoothie, kissed me goodbye, and got in a cab, fam.
He sounds stupid.
I didn't call her the whole week. She started texting me, saying she needed to talk to me. I get on the phone with her, she's talking all crazy. In my mind, I decided that day, she's disturbed. She gotta be. She gotta be. She took my LOM shorts and a pot juice t-shirt. After she took a shower. Went to a smoothie shop today. I said, yo, you got footage from a year ago? Your security cameras work?
Is he talking to somebody? Is he answering questions?
Y'all want me to explain something I can't explain. The only thing I could do is what I've been doing in that situation. Praying for her.
He's talking about the, hold up.
Still got the
Now
text messages from me praying.
Now listen to her.
With
Hold on. Listen to her what she said.
her feeling better.
She never mentions his name. Hold on. Listen to this
And
shit.
then more requests for me to pray for her.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm an equal opportunist. You know what I'm saying? I don't just bandwagon jump. I want you to listen to what she said too. Hold on one second. This is her talking right here. Here we go right here, y'all. Parse out. She never said dude's name.
Y'all know I love to talk, right? And this ain't really one of them times. A lot of people be asking me why I've been MIA, whether y'all ain't been seeing me at no events or just not really traveling, even before Corona and all of that. Is because, I mean, some of y'all already know, y'all already been following me. I know y'all used to me smiling. And I'm always being there for other people. All the time. And it's just crazy what I've been going through. Like, I'm wrapping my mind around it, and it's like it don't make sense to me. I wouldn't wish rape on nobody. We're just gonna get straight to it. Like, for anybody that's on here that don't know me, my name is Queen Kiki Servants. I'm from Newark, New Jersey. And I'm an entrepreneur. A lot of y'all know me from battle rap. A lot of y'all know me from the club scene from like some years ago. But most of y'all really follow me for inspiration and business. And I ain't finna get y'all no whole bio. That's just all I'm gonna leave y'all with, right? it's just crazy how the people that do the most inspiring be the ones who need it the most. And I've been going through this for a minute, like dealing with the courts, dealing with the police, all kind of stuff. And the person's still out here. Like, my whole thing is how, with evidence, whatever the case is, I ain't even going to get into the details because that's why I'm really seeking an attorney, because there's no way a person is on recording, first of all, with the detectives apologizing. Like, you're on recording, you're apologizing. You admitted you heard me say stop, and you ain't stopped. Like, how is that not a call for a person to get prosecuted? Like, that's crazy to me. On top of me, I wasn't even, like, I'm not even gonna go into details, like I said, the whole story. I wasn't even feeling well that night. And a person who I trusted took advantage of me. And I wasn't even feeling good. So I already didn't even have enough strength as is. And the person hella big, like 6'4" something, got weight on them. Like, and you take, I'm supposed to be your friend? Like, that's not a friend. But you were showing all the concern and care in the world. You feel me? And then do something like that. Like, that's just, it's like it was bait. Like, it's just, I don't know what to call it. Like, people was just really sick in this world. It's crazy. People are really sick. Like, and it affected other people's lives. Like, it affected my life. And it affected so many other people's lives around me. Because I'm not the same person. Like, I'm not. I don't know if I ever will be. I strive for it every single day. Y'all always telling me I got this big bright light. I have this energy, my smile, all of that. It's not the same every day like it used to be. I gotta fight for it even more. On top of other just life situations. It's like, it's crazy. It's just crazy to me. I just don't get it. I don't get the courts. I don't get the system. It's so fucked up. And y'all know I don't even curse. It's just so messed up. Like, I feel like I do all the things right. I'm not perfect by any means. You feel me? You go to school, you work, no matter the quote unquote bad stuff I was into. I don't have no felonies. I don't have no criminal record. I went to college, got degrees, certifications, all that. Helping people, everything. You feel like you do everything right. And something still just happened. Like, it's crazy.
All right, y'all. She never mentions this dude's name at all. And you heard what he said, right? She never mentions his name. Oh, yeah, there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yo, she never mentioned his name. So why he felt he had to defend himself, she didn't even say his name.
I don't watch battle rap. I've seen it before, but I don't know who that guy is. I don't know. I can't defend him. I can't, and I'm not trying to. I can't even.
No, like I said, I'm telling you like this. Words. This nigga, if you're not guilty, like what they said, my grandma used to tell me, a hit dog or holler. She never said his name, but he hollered. So, you know, so like I said, it's people that I believe did it, and it's people that I don't believe did it. Well, I'm an equal opportunities employer. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give it to you straight, raw, and uncut. no matter what, because like I said, I know what happens.
No, I mean, I don't know anything about him. I don't know if he's rich. I don't know nothing. You know, what would give her any motive?
Well, he's rich now. Back then, he had no money. So why would she say?
Oh, so this is something that occurred. Oh, she did say before the.
See, this is the issue. This is a big issue. It doesn't matter if he's rich or not. See, that's the whole thing. Just because somebody's rich or they're a celebrity does not give them the right to, when a person says no, it's no. It doesn't matter. That's why the celebrities think they can get away with it, because everybody want to say, oh, because he's a celebrity and the women want to be around them. And it's always never holding them accountable for their actions. So what are we teaching the youth or the next ones coming up from the next generation, that it's okay for them to do that? And it's not.
I agree
Just
with you.
because somebody's a celebrity, we got to make excuses for why they did something that we know is morally wrong. Just because they rich and they a celebrity, we're gonna pick and choose.
I agree with you, but now look at it from the flip side. If this happened, according to her, because I don't know her either, according to her, it happened before COVID, which puts it back at least 3 years ago. And if he wasn't rich then and he's rich now, like I don't know him from a hole in the wall, so I'm only going by what I just heard. If he wasn't rich then and he's rich now, and she's coming out with allegations now, it calls to question.
No, you're the only one questioning it. You're the only one questioning.
I'm the only one saying it right now, but I'm sure
because she just told you she had her own career. She had her own money. She just said all of that. She also let it be known that she trusted him.
All right. Well, she trusted him over 3 years ago. Like, what's the delay?
Because you can't tell a victim when to speak up. You don't tell somebody when they victimized when they supposed to speak and how they supposed to handle it. No, you don't get to do that. We don't get to do that.
Right, you're right. Well, I said it calls to question. Why?
For who?
I'm just saying.
Because I'm not questioning it.
You don't have to. Me and you are two different people.
Right. But you're a man. So that's why, because you feel if a man spend money on a woman, then they obligated to have sex. And this is why stuff like this happens. Because of that mentality.
You don't listen. Because every time you said something that I felt was correct, I said it was correct. I have no problem with the truth. When I hear something that I feel is the truth, I acknowledge it. Only a fool argues with the truth. Now, honestly speaking, it calls the question why it came so long. That's it. I'm not saying
because I deal with victims, and I just told you about it.
Hold on one second.
There's some victims.
One second. She said it when it first happened. This is old. This is old footage from almost 3 years ago. She said it when it first happened. She pressed charges. She went to New York. She's from Jersey.
Oh yeah, you did. She did say that. Mm-hmm. She was wondering why he was still out.
Right. Well, he was still out, right? He wasn't even big. It was on COVID.
They kind of swept it under the rug.
Swept it under the rug. They put COVID. They was pushing court. I still got a homeboy that had a gun and a dope charge that's still not locked up. He caught that shit before COVID. He's still out right now going to court. So they swept that shit under the rug. And I guess she probably got. You know how people get. Oh fuck it, they ain't gonna do that anyway.
Right. She got discouraged. She got discouraged. Depressed.
That depressed, discouraged. She left it alone. That's why I feel like it was. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I believe she said it because the way he was. Now do y'all want to hear what he was saying again? Because y'all heard what she said. She never said this man's name. Now we're gonna go back to what he said.
The way he sounded, like I said, he sounded stupid. I didn't know why he had all these long, pregnant pauses and going back and forth. That's why I was thinking that maybe he was like looking at something and answering what he was, hearing. Because to me, there was no reason for him to have those long pauses And he keep talking about some damn smoothies. Like, who cares? Smoothies have nothing to do with anything. Like,
Smoothies had nothing to do with you taking. Smoothies had nothing to do with you taking box, nigga.
Yeah, that's crazy.
No, so since because you took the box, you gave her smoothies, she shouldn't feel the type of way about it.
and then he start talking about clothes. So I understand now. I understand what y'all was talking about. Because if you said she gave you got her a smoothie and then you sent her home in a cab,
and your
where does the change of clothes come in?
And hold on, and let me ask you a question. She's like, I'm gonna tell you, she's like 5'1", like 120 something pounds. This nigga is 6'5", about 260 pounds. His clothes would be baggy as hell. It's like, so why would she have his clothes on? She could have put, I'm gonna tell you, many times I went out and stayed out overnight, and I took a shower, but I put the same clothes back on, went home, and took another shower and changed out of them. So he did that. Really, he did that is because he wanted all the evidence.
Leave the evidence behind.
Leave the evidence behind. She take a shower. So if she go get a rape kit victim, it won't show that because she already took a shower, washed all the evidence off her. Ain't no evidence in her clothes. Only thing is now, it's his word against her word, or her word against his word.
That's crazy. That doesn't sound good for him, honestly.
Chris John, Princeton, New Jersey, BTBTV, salute, bro. You 100% right, man. He was talking about everything but the rape case. Yeah. She never even said his name, and he felt like he was a victim already because he knew he did what he did.
Yeah, but if she already pressed charges, then he knew she was talking about him.
Yeah, well, nobody else didn't know she was talking about him because she never said his name. So nobody else knew she was saying nothing about him. Why would you put yourself under the gun like that and say it was you?
I don't know. Maybe you want some likes. I don't know.
Maybe you want some likes. You wanted something, but see, that's what Charleston White. Charleston White gave him all he wanted. And like I said, I don't even rock with Charleston White like that, but I like some of the shit he said. Charleston White is a effed up nigga too. But he pulled that shit from under the. It happened years ago. People heard about it when it happened. I was in prison, so I didn't really hear nothing about it at the time because I was in a federal halfway house. By the time I got out, that shit was swept in the rug already. Right. When I seen it, I put that shit out like, this guy's he did a lot of shit to people, and even Sub-Zero podcast. He from Harlem. He says something about Matt Hoffa sleeping with one of his chicks and snatching off the condom, and the chick saying he had genital warts. He took off the condom while the chick knowing, and when he pulled out, she see that he had the condom was off. He had genital warts. This is allegedly. This is what Sub-Zero podcast and DVD said. He's big on YouTube too. So
I heard the name before.
Yeah, he from Harlem. Yo, Prince 500 Black. Salute, God. Salute. Peace. You know we in the building. So like I said,
salute, Chris Stone. Chris Stone, salute. How you been?
What man keeps a female clothes seems like he did this before. Facts. That's a learned behavior. That's a learned pattern behavior. Or you know she will tell you, so you take her clothes and she'll tell her put your clothes on, so you have all the evidence.
And then get her a smoothie.
Then get her a smoothie and shit. He's like, I left because she didn't know what kind of flavor she wanted. What does it matter what type of flavor she wanted?
Right, and then he gave her a kiss and put her in the cab. So you didn't really leave. Like he just sounds so stupid. Like, and this is the thing. Everybody is not eloquent and very good with words. I get it. And if you're not, then shut the hell up. Because when you say stuff and you sound so stupid, even if you're not guilty, you sound guilty just for being stupid. Like you're just that's why they say you have a right to remain silent, because you open your mouth.
Anything you say can't help get you to the court of law.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because
so shut the fuck up.
Because it's not even some of the stuff that he said. It's stuff that he didn't say. So be like, yo, hold on a second. Why didn't you say this? Why did you just shut your mouth? And that's it. Because he sounded really, really dumb. If being dumb is a crime, he would definitely been indicted for that.
Yo. Hey, hold up. Mrs. Bunting, what you got to say about this Lorraine Bunting? What you got to say? Because you've been quiet all night. You've been up here. Speak, so speak.
Is she even there?
She's here.
I'm downstairs. She's upstairs, so I don't know if she's on mute or what have you. But you have the other Mrs. Bunting.
Your sister, Momo.
She's
Momo.
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, Mr. All right, Momo.
All right, what? I'm over this whole thing because I don't like it.
We never like it. I don't like it either.
Never like it.
I don't like it. I don't like feeling that I have to. I don't like feeling like I have to defend women and y'all talking greasy. I don't like that. Oh well, maybe he did, maybe he didn't, maybe this is. I don't like that. I don't like it. So I'm just gonna be quiet.
We're not talking greasy, sis.
Nobody's talking greasy. You have to look at it from different angles, different perspectives.
Well, no, you can look at it from different angles. I'm looking at it from one angle, and that's the only angle I got. And I'm tired of saying it. So. I ain't got nothing new to say. Y'all men need to learn their place and know their place and know that no means no, and that's it. That's all. That's it. I ain't got nothing. My opinion ain't never gonna change. No matter if the people change, my opinion is never gonna change.
Well, here's the thing. Everybody here should agree with no means no. There's nobody here that's saying contrary to that. Nobody. My thing is, there's people, I don't know about this Math Hoffa, whoever this dude is. I don't know nothing about him. But I'm just saying, we all can agree that there has been cases where a woman claimed to have been raped, and it was a lie.
Yeah.
There have been cases. So if we can all agree to at least one that we all can say, well, listen, that was suspect. Then it's like, well, you have to look at things on a case-by-case basis on what the situation is, what could have been a motive. And a lot of the cases where they seem suspect is money. When these guys got
shut your
money,
ass up.
it seems suspect.
Salute.
So, and I'm not saying it's wrong, because when you get to Mike Tyson, specifically, he had a lousy character. Like, he really was a good boxer. He was a lousy character as far as out of the ring. And but still, that doesn't negate the fact that that doesn't negate the fact that he could have been played too. Like if a person knows that you're quick to do something physical, or you're quick tempered, and they know how to play you. So it could have been played.
Ain't nobody playing around with that man. Nobody would play with him.
Oh, yeah.
He did what he did. He did what he did.
Check this out. I'm
okay, so he don't know. See, this goes back to, for some strange reason, right? You're saying look at it from a different angle, right? Okay. But for some strange reason, you feel like because he's a celebrity that he didn't put himself in the same situation to be able to be set up. We're going to go with that, because that's what you know. If he puts himself in a position to be set up, because everybody know his behavior and everybody knows this, he knows it as well. So why, as a man, would he put himself in that situation in the first place, the same way why she put herself in the situation? Because it was two people in the situation. And if something didn't happen, the situation wouldn't be going on. He wouldn't have got convicted of it. He wouldn't have sat on that stand and said he did it. Okay, so that's that. When are these celebrities that everybody keep talking about and justifying their behavior, because that's what you're doing, when are they going to be held accountable for their part in it?
When did I justify his behavior? I never justified his behavior. He's an idiot. He's smarter now, but he was an idiot back then. I ain't justifying nobody's behavior.
He's still an idiot.
Yeah. Well, all right. Well, my thing is he could be played. He was easy to be manipulated. Does that make him guilty? Does that make him innocent? That remains to be seen. But my thing
no,
is,
it makes him responsible for putting himself in that position in the first place. That's what it makes him. Responsible for his part in it. Because he put himself in the same situation that girl put herself in by going to the hotel that everybody can point out. So let's point out that they know that they can be taken advantage of. They know they can be set up. Okay? They know this. But yet, they put themselves in the position for that to happen. And we want to break down and explain why the person or the victim or whoever is going on, why they are wrong, but nobody is telling the celebrity that they shouldn't have did it in the first place, or they shouldn't have put themselves in that position. It's the same thing. Why? If you know that you got a dude in the crew and he a snitch, and then you're going to have him around him while you doing illegal stuff, and then he wind up snitching on you, how is it his fault that he snitched when you knew? When you knew.
So
that's why they get away with it.
So basically, you're doing what you told us not to do, because you're blaming him.
No.
His knowledge or lack of knowledge.
I'm saying no. I'm saying that he needs to be held, a grown person, because children make mistakes. Adults make conscious decisions. And what I'm saying is, if we start holding people accountable for their part, because ignorance of the law is no excuse, ask any judge. Okay? But as a celebrity, because that's what keep coming up, the celebrity. So because you in the limelight. You're on the news, you're on TV, the women is chasing you. So it don't matter how ignorant or lack of knowledge you have, that women do these things. We running with that narrative. So why aren't we saying to these celebrities, look, when y'all gonna start realizing that it's women out here, and because you're a celebrity, you are actually putting yourself in a situation to be set up for whatever.
All right, well, he was an idiot. I said Mitch Green. Mitch Green is a man. Mitch Green played him. Confronted him in front of Dapper Dan's, and got Tyson to punch him in the face. And next thing you know, he agreed to a fight with him. That was a Mitch Green payday, even though Tyson beat him and got his money for it too. But it put Mitch Green in a position to make money. And that's a man. So all I'm saying is that this man was not too smart. He was easily manipulated, easily provoked, and he was taken advantage by other people because of it, including men.
And he's a rapist. Add that to his repertoire.
I thought you was going to be quiet.
He was convicted.
Okay.
He was convicted.
There's a lot of people that's convicted that ain't doing crimes. I'm just saying he got played. And
No. He didn't get played. He put himself in a situation,
and she put herself in
that can happen.
So now we got two people that put themselves in a situation.
Let me tell you what she said. This is what she said. She said he forcibly ate her for JJ. What man will forcibly eat some for JJ?
Ask a person that been raped.
I don't know. I don't know. I just know it sounds suspect.
Hold on. What woman's gonna go to a man's hotel room after 2 a.m?
The Christian girl. It don't sound right.
The Christian girl.
Okay, but we all know the Christian girls are the worst. So we're not gonna go there. But okay,
Man, don't even play. A lot of people go to people's houses, apartments, hotels.
That wasn't a house
after the club, and don't expect to get raped. So stop playing.
No, they don't expect to get raped, but they expect to give up the draws.
No, they don't.
No, y'all expect for somebody to give up the draws. That's the man ideology.
Ain't no reason to be there at 2 a.m. if there ain't nothing going on.
My grandmother said after 12 o'clock in the morning, ain't nothing open but a hotel of legs.
Yeah, that's right.
That's
So
I've been a lot of places, a lot of times, and I don't have sex all the time, but I go to places. I hang out. I like to hang out and drink and chill.
Okay.
You don't have to have sex with your brother, Johnnie Bunting.
You ain't taking nothing from me. You ain't taking nothing from me.
Your brother is Johnnie Bunting Jr. Force, the biggest gangster in the Bronx. So you don't have to have this. So knock it off. Imagine protection already, nigga.
Whatever.
So let me ask y'all this.
You see Johnny lying because you know I'm telling the truth. You know, anybody did anything to his baby sis, they wouldn't leave to see the next day.
So what's your question, Magnificent Mecca?
I'm just baffled right now that all these excuses that y'all can make for these celebrity behavior.
Hold up.
It's baffling.
We got another woman up here saying, why would any respectful woman put herself in that position?
Thank you, Tasha Slay.
See, listen. See, that's not what Mecca's saying. See, don't get what Mecca's saying twisted. What Mecca is saying, once again, each person needs to be held accountable for their part in it.
I agree with you.
That's what Mecca's saying.
The male and the female.
Both parties.
Exactly.
That's it.
Right. I wouldn't go. Right.
I wouldn't go.
Right. And if you go, you know why you're going. Like, let's keep it funky.
Go ahead, Mo.
Just put yourself on mute. Yeah.
Go ahead, Mo.
Put yourself on mute. Put yourself on mute in real life. When I come around tomorrow, put yourself on mute too. How about that? Keep the mute button. But yeah, I'm not trying to disrespect women or belittle it or undermine any of the real situations. I'm just pointing at these different scenarios where it seemed questionable.
Right. And I'm just pointing out in all these questionable scenarios that the male has fault in it as the celebrity, knowing that this can happen and still does it. So you're pointing out that side and I'm pointing out this side because each person needs to be held accountable.
I'm going to say something. A lot of these men think with their little head instead of their big head, so they get themselves caught in a lot of situations that could have been avoided if they would have just took their ass home after the club that night, put on a paw hug, and got some Vaseline. or either hit Craigslist or whatever the other apps is. Craigslist or what's the other app that used to be on back in the day? I forgot the name of the app. But it was a lot of prostitution up there. They could have got that. They could have did that and been good. And if you're a celebrity, backpage.
Yeah, that's a backstage.
And check this out.
I heard of it.
If you're a celebrity, right? You make these chicks sign an agreement when they come to your house that anything that happens while they're there it's consensual. Period.
Right.
You make them
And
sign
that way
that.
everybody knows, you know,
Everybody's
it's official.
protected.
You're not getting played. Because that's my thing. The guys that ain't got no money and they say they did this, that, and the third. All right, yeah, they ain't got no money. When you get to the celebrities, that's when you gotta say, hold on a second, is there a motive? Because some people look at them as come-ups.
Like I said, Matt Hoffa didn't have no money at the time. So why would she put him under the gun like that? And he broke. He a broke Brooklyn nigga, still scrunging and grambling for dollars.
Well, he may have done it. Like I said, he sounds stupid. So
He sounds real stupid. Yeah, he definitely does sound
stupid. I'm not trying to defend him. I've never heard of him. So, and that don't mean he's guilty. That just means I don't know anything about him. My thing is when a person has some money, a lot of women just give it to them. So why would they have to take? Now, some of them will still take because it's about power. I agree with that. Somebody made a statement that it's about power. I agree with that wholeheartedly. So they feel that no one is supposed to say no to me. Yeah, I understand that. They feel that way. But they are looked at as a plate. Like, listen, this is a plate. We're going to get this dished out and play this guy and get some money. So it's you can look at it both ways. So that's why you got to go case by case and hear what's going on. And I'm not going to be a part of nobody's jury, but I'm just talking about as far as the public eye, you analyzing the situation like, listen, does that sound suspect? Or he don't sound too kosher. Like, I'm going to keep it real with you. Like, if it sounds suspect like she's trying to play him, I'm going to keep it real with you. That's how it sounds.
Yeah, and see, I'm looking at it this way.
I'm going to keep it real too.
Yeah, and I'm looking at it this way. Why would this dude be stupid enough to put himself in that position in the first place? Knowing he's a celebrity.
A lot of them are stupid. And a lot of them do that because they did it 100 times and nothing happened.
But we don't never hear nobody say that. All we hear is, because the women, they know he a good lick. And the women, and she know, and then the women, but the men don't know nothing. They don't know that the women is possibly that this woman can be playing them or trying to set them up because they're a celebrity and they got money. So they don't know that. So you mean to tell me not knows none of those celebrities after celebrity after celebrity after celebrity that this happens to, none of them said, okay, I'm going to have to be careful because it seemed to be a pattern here. But the pattern that I see is that y'all think because y'all are celebrities and people make excuses for y'all behavior that it's okay for y'all to do that.
But listen, you know what? They think it won't happen to them. But I want y'all to hear something real quick. This is Sub-Zero podcast speaking on the math officer with his girl. Like I told you how math was. Here we go right here.
The girl that was banging on the window, she decided she's gonna fuck Math Hoffa to get to me, to make me upset.
Facts now,
she do that?
Piece of the God.
Because a week prior, Math told me, yo, I want to fuck that one. And I said, your word? I'm hitting that, Math. He said, oh, your word? So now after the party, the bitch is mad at me. She know that I fucked one of those girls. She didn't know I fucked all three of them, right? So she gave Math some pussy. I didn't know this. One day, I want y'all got your tea out there? This is real tea. We're going to spill it now. With all this sub, this is coming out the left, sub, why you messing with Math? Because his show was hot now? Math fucking with me. Check it out, ladies and gentlemen.
With broke his heart, and the nigga started doing weirdo shit. But sub, if you out there, you did some weirdo shit, nigga. You did some weirdo shit.
Okay, Math Hoffa. One day I go over to fuck Shorty, and I go up in Shorty raw. Some hoes I go up in raw, some hoes I go up in not raw. I've been going up in this whole raw. I'm a genius. I know how to break a bitch down, pimping, church. What happened, sub? What happened? You going to the hospital? Why are you going to the hospital? She said, no, I'm going to get a checkup. Who the fuck wants to go to the hospital for a checkup? Make a long story short, I break her down and she start crying. I fucked Mav Harper the other day. And I'm like, oh shit, you fucked him raw. Yeah, I fucked him raw. I want to get tested. Well, why do you want to get tested? Yo? So she started crying and bawling. So I went, but he wasn't the big buff dude that I knew when he first started rapping, when we was doing Lions Den. Right. I went up in this hall raw. So I called Mav Hoffa, since you want to know why I called you. Yo, Mav, you hit this bitch? He says with that battle rap sarcasm, I didn't know y'all was a couple. I said, oh, this is where we going, man, right? This is where we going. Like, when he hit me with the battle rap sarcasm, I told the bitch, air him out. Air him out. What happened, Sub? What are you talking about? Did you get mad? Mav Hoffa fucks the bitch and takes off the condom.
Sub-Zero wins.
Mav Hoffa fucks the bitch and take off the condom. Now, whores are not scared of herpes. Whores is not scared of venereal warts. She said, oh my God, you had a breakout. Huh? Yo, Mav, don't play with me. You about to make my Patreon go off the roof. I recorded the bitch. She know I recorded her. Shit. And she aired it out. I got all the Twitter texts. I got your texts. I got everything. You stupid nigga. Why did I keep it all these years? Because I know you's a stupid nigga. A big stupid nigga. Y'all can't let people be. Huh? You have venereal warts. And it was being treated because it was about to fall off, she said.
He said veterinarian.
Ladies and gentlemen, this might sound shocking to y'all.
Damn, that's fucking...
Check this out. Check this out. Ladies and gentlemen, this may sound shocking to y'all. But in the whole world, Pip, whole world, if he didn't break out, she's not scared of the dick. If she don't see no immediate sores, she's not scared of the dick. But this clown took off the condom. Huh? So this is one of my bitches that I fuck raw. Mav Hoffa, since you think I got weird, let's tell it all.
But wait a minute, he said you got weird. Who wouldn't get weird if you think you're getting sick behind somebody else, especially if they had venereal or warts?
I just got this video today. Here we go, y'all. Damn. Look.
You the reason I was out here high-fiving Fendi. That nigga's the reason I was out here high-fiving Fendi, son.
Check out Fendi, y'all.
Oh shit, that's big Fendi. Wait, dog, you sure you a manager? You sure you're not a rapper, nigga? Oh, look at this.
Cameraman want to suck his dick. Check it out.
Ass nigga, boy. I'm starting to think you
get this shit out to that big stupid nigga, right? And then when the war start, I'm gonna be playing bits of the bitch talking about what he did. He damn near raped her, man. You took off the condom without her consent. This is gonna be your second rape on record, huh? Let's talk about it. Mav Hoffa. Let me see.
Shout out to Dallas, my bitch is a star.
Oh, that's his baby mom. Nigga, you messing with a dude who want all the smoke. You stupid nigga. Huh? I got a hand grenade for your ass too, you stupid nigga. Sub got weird. You didn't have to say nothing. I kept it quiet because I wasn't proud of fucking that bitch. Huh? Once I found out Paparazzi Poe, and I ain't gonna name all these names. When I found out all these dudes that hit it, I said, God damn. Me and her thing was to go raw. She's trying. She don't want to fuck me up. I break her down mentally because I'm nice with this shit. She said, I fucked Math Hoffa. He took the condom off. He had venereal warts. He had these bumps on his dick. I got the recording to show you I'm not capping.
You already know who it is, who it should be, man. Your boy Kimball Slice Jr., a.k.a. J. Cass. And you already know who I'm better known as. So I come outside. I'm surveying the mess. But basically, the deck was here, right? We extended it. This is going to be a bar. See, like, I try to tell these, like I try to explain to y'all. See that house right there? White. White, white. They're Mexican here. Across the street, we got this ignorant, you know.
All right, bro. All right. Y'all heard y'all boy Sub-Zero podcast speaking on Math Hoffa. And
see, that's the thing. Like he's even said it. All these chicks are just giving it up to a bunch of dudes, and that makes it bad when they get into a real situation. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For who? The girl or the guy? Because just because she gave it to 100 dudes, don't mean she can't tell you no.
No, and you're right. But that doesn't negate that it doesn't make it bad when she runs into a real situation, because they'll label her promiscuous and be like, well, listen, now you're lying.
And it doesn't negate the fact that they're going to have to go in their pocket and pay lawyer fees and stuff. See, it still doesn't negate that either.
I agree with you. So you got to agree with me. Like, I agree with you when you're right.
No, I agree with you. I'm telling you, I'm agreeing with everything you're saying on that side. But we're going to speak on this side of it too, as well. We're not going to be one-sided here, because everybody has a fault. Like, you know that if you touch the stove, that you're going to get burnt. So why would you just go touch the stove? Why would you do that and then get burned and be in the burn unit wondering why you're in the burn unit? So when you know better, you're supposed to do better.
He didn't know
That's
until
right.
she told him. He didn't know until she told him.
Yeah, and then he started doing this investigation and found out half the battle rap community. She was a punchline.
See, once the men start making the men be held accountable for being that stupid in the first place, then they will stop feeling like they are entitled. Because, see, that behavior is entitlement. I'm a celebrity, so all the women want me. No, all the women don't want you. And that's what they need to learn and understand. Some women be drunk anyway. A lot of those women be drunk under the influence, and they be getting them to come back to the room and take advantage of them. That's still part of rape.
You're right.
Or putting shit in their drinks, dropping shit in their drinks, all that.
Stuff in their drinks and all that. Like, come on, come on now. If we're gonna do this, we're gonna do it all across the board. We're not gonna keep blaming women because men are thinking with their heads and they know that it's 1,000% chance that something can go wrong and she can sue me because I got a wife at home. If I really want some Cuda mamas, I got a woman at home. But no, because I'm a celebrity, and as a man, as a celebrity, I'm supposed to find and sleep with and conquer all the women that I can. And then I put myself in a situation where now I got to come out my pocket. Now it's the women want to set the celebrity up. They set themselves up.
That's right.
Just like the drug dealers set themselves up to go to jail.
That's right.
Because they out there committing the crime, knowing you doing this. This is the outcome. So you knew that you got these gold diggers and you got these women walking around doing this, but you still, for some reason, voluntarily put yourself in that situation the same way they voluntarily put themselves in jail. The same way you touched that stove, knowing it was hot. You know 1 and 1 is 2. You know these things. The same way she know, he knows.
I'm about to put my hater blockers on real quick.
Put your hater blockers on. I know you about to hate. I already know you about to hate. You turned the camera on, so I know you getting in ready to hate Mo.
Hey, like I said, check this out. It's good women and it's good men. There's bad women and there's bad men.
Mm-hmm.
There's whores and they're pieces of shit rapists. You get what I'm saying? And we gotta know how to balance them out.
That's it.
If I had a woman in my circle, yeah, she really out of the shit. The woman he want to be in my circle. I'll beat the bricks on that nigga. You
Can't hear you, bro. Yeah.
Yeah. You hear me?
Yeah.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Hold on.
Hey, Sugar Bum. How you been?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right. Like I said, there's a lot of good women out there. There's a lot of good men. There's a lot of bad women. There's a lot of bad men. If you're a man and you know your homie is a piece of shit nigga that abuse women, that take advantage of women, either you cut him off or you find out, you put hands on him, show him what not to do. If you're a woman and know your chick, your homegirl's out there setting men up, trying to get their bag, giving them sex, and they call the police saying they raped them. Because women go back and talk about this to their homegirls. They say, oh yeah, I'm about to line this nigga up. And you still rock with her, you're a piece of shit too. Just like if a nigga rock with a nigga that do that shit, he's a piece of shit. So we all held accountable for the company we keep.
Exactly.
And y'all know a lot of rapists too. There was somebody once said, I read it somewhere. They said, there's a lot of women, a lot of girls, a lot of people that says that we know, each of us know somebody that has been raped or molested. We all know those people.
Yes. No,
but for some reason, we don't know the rapist. Nobody claims
right.
They know the rapist. But
yes,
don't say we don't. Some people we know that are rapists.
Do you know?
Don't say we don't know. I put niggas out there.
Yo, do you know one out of every 4 women has been raped?
Mm-hmm. But nobody.
One out of every 4 woman has been raped, and 75% of them were raped by family members.
That's women and boys.
Or somebody they know. Or somebody they know.
Not just
I'm pointing. No. Boy, I know that because I know men get raped and abused and all that. I know that. But I'm only letting him know because for some strange reason, he's not realizing that this is bigger than just a woman going to the hotel room because she could have been drugged.
Mm-hmm.
See, it's a lot of scenario before we go. Well, what she go to the hotel for? What he take her up there for?
Right. That's exactly right. And my point as saying that was that you guys on the panel talking about, oh, he's a celebrity or he might be in set up. Y'all know rapists. Y'all have rapist friends. I bet you that.
Bet that.
I bet you
and
that.
regular people. That's why in the beginning I was saying
hold on.
regular people.
I don't got no rapist friends.
Yeah, you do.
If I find
you don't know it.
Pussy, you ain't my friend no more. You an enemy, nigga.
Yeah, you just don't know.
Well,
yeah, you do.
Well, then that can call a question that we all know rapists. Y'all included. Your females included. Like
trust me. Listen, trust me. The females, trust me. We know a lot of rapists. That's how we know y'all got friends that are
That's
rapists.
right. I was about to say that. That's how we
That's
know.
how we know.
Them.
So hold on, y'all know a
We
lot
know
of
them.
hold on.
We
Y'all know
know them.
Hold on, y'all know a lot. Hold on. So y'all know a lot of rapist women too, then.
Nah, I don't know no rapist.
No,
women.
no. Listen to what I'm saying.
You don't
Hold
know.
on, hold on.
No, I'm just saying I don't.
Listen
I
to
don't.
what I'm saying.
Yo, hold on. You don't know
telling
no
me
chick
who I
that you
know,
know.
but you don't know who you know.
No, I don't know no rapist women.
So you don't
I'm
know
just
no
saying
chicks.
I don't know them.
You don't know no grown ass chicks that's out there having sex with 15 and 16-year-old boys.
No, I don't know them. I don't know those people.
Well, I don't know the rapists either.
Yeah, you do.
Right. So now
Your
we don't know
homeboy.
nothing.
Go through your phone list.
Go through your phone list. I bet you there's one girl that's smashing with 14-year-old boys.
I don't got no.
Because he's big and grown.
I know what I know. Look, see, you trying to deny the fact. I'm trying to tell you something. I'm trying to teach you, and you
act like you know
right,
that.
and then y'all
you don't want to learn.
Deflection.
You ain't never been
You're
to
right.
Newark,
You don't want
New
to learn.
Jersey.
You don't want to learn.
I'm gonna tell you this. It is more okay. I'm 57, right? I have so many friends that when we became adults and we were talking, that was molested by their stepfather, they uncles, their father's friend, cousins, but they couldn't talk about it.
That's because women talk. Men ain't gonna talk about that shit because it makes you feel like you less than a man. It makes you feel like you're weak. So a lot of men won't have enough strength to say, "Oh, yo, my stepmother molested me. My godfather was touching on me." They won't say that because that make them look weak, and that make them look weak amongst men. So we deflect and we shelter ourselves from that shit, and we keep that self shut until we strong enough to deal with that shit. Period.
Right.
So it's not just women; it's women and men that it happens to. Like you said, you know this.
And to add to that, you have your support groups. You have your support groups that people who were victims of crimes can come to. They can vent. They can get it out.
Facts.
There's no, at least I don't know of any. There's no raper support group where guys get together and be like,
Yes, it is.
Well, I don't know.
Now it is, but back in the day, was it?
I'm talking about.
Yeah, but back in the days, they didn't talk. You wasn't allowed to speak on if your uncle touched you.
No, I'm not. See, you're not listening.
I'm talking to Vaughn.
Yeah, but I was talking. I'm talking about someone that gets together with a group of people and they start broadcasting what they did. So you're saying we know these people. I haven't been to a forum where guys come out and be like, yo, listen, I raped 5 people. Oh, I raped somebody. They're not broadcasting their crimes. They're not saying I did this, I did this, I did this. If you're in prison and they have to go to a program, if you're a part of the program, that's one thing. But I'm talking about as far as in society, I can't go on Facebook and look at my friends list and it'll be like, oh, this is Bo Joe, the rapist. That's in his profile. I don't see that. So for you to say, oh,
but you can go look and see if he on the registered sex offender list. You can go do that.
I don't do that. I'm not investigating people on my friends list or people that I talk to in the street. I don't do that. You should, since you know how many people I know.
I know who I know, and I know.
Well, see, I wouldn't have to do that because those are your people. That's who you surround yourself with. So I don't surround myself around those kind of people. And anybody that I feel I need to find out, I'm gonna look into that because I'm responsible for who's in my personal space.
That's right. I understand, and I totally understand. But my thing is, like I said, when people are in my cipher and you're around my family, I find out what's up with you. The guy that I might say hello to on the street or down there, that the third, I'm not going to go delve into his personal background and history because I don't care.
But we're not saying it as in you should do that. We're just saying.
You just said that.
No, because that was a suggestion to what you said. So I came back with, but you can look on the registered sex offender list. See, that was a suggestion.
So I should just go on the
No,
sex offender
no,
list and just
no,
look and
no,
see if I
no,
see
no.
somebody name I know.
You said
Like,
I wouldn't know, and I would. How would you know? And I said you can look on the registered sex offenders list. That's a suggestion. That is not saying that I'm telling you that that's what you should do.
But listen,
No.
listen to this.
Well, let me tell
Listen
you
to this.
something. Everybody who does it is not on the list. Everybody
Okay,
who
listen
does
to
it
this.
isn't convicted on the list. There's people
Okay.
who do it that never got caught. So they
We
wouldn't be
know
on
that.
nobody's list.
We know
So they
that.
wouldn't be on the list. They wouldn't
We
be
know
on the
that.
list. So why would I be looking on the list?
Why are you making this more difficult than what I said? See, that's what I don't understand. It's like you're being. It's like no. It's like you're being combative.
That's how he is.
I am, because y'all telling me I know a
nothing.
bunch of people, and it's like y'all trying to make suggestions like, yo, you be around them, or you know them, and it's
No,
like,
that's
and then giving me examples like,
no,
are you
that's how
serious?
you're interpreting it the same way
Of
you
course I am.
interpret that because you buy a woman a meal that she's obligated to have sex. So I understand your interpretation of things. I get it. But that is not what we're saying. Because we're just in a conversation talking about things that people can do, and we're just talking, and you're taking it as it's directed towards you when it's not.
Well,
Yo, hold on, 1 second. Peace to my boy Max D World Media. Y'all go check out his channel, share, subscribe. He have mad good topics. He got better topics than me. He on that news shit. He really the black Brian Gumble out here. He got all that good news shit up here. I ain't gonna do that shit. I'm the hood news. I'm the Black Z. I'm gonna keep it funky. I'm gonna talk shit. He ain't gonna curse that much, but he got some good topics. He got over 24,000 subscribers, so definitely check him out.
That's good.
So what we were telling you was, being that we have a lot of friends that have been molested, when we saying that y'all have friends that have done that or raped, we're saying y'all know some. We're not saying that y'all are conscious or aware of their behavior. That's not what we're saying.
That. My sister's saying that. She's saying that.
Huh?
That's the way my sister is speaking. She's saying that. Like, I know people.
No.
You're not
I didn't say you know that they're a rapist. I'm saying you know rapists. That's what I'm saying. You don't know that they are, but you know some. I know you know some because I know them and you know them. You don't know because you've been in jail for a long time. You've been in jail for a long time.
So you know that they raped someone.
You've been in jail for a long time.
So that's what you're saying.
I know. I'm not gonna tell you their names on here. What are you talking about? But I know.
But I'm saying you're gonna come on here and tell me this, but you never told me
Hold
this.
on. Why would you say the names up here if they rapists?
Look, what I'm telling you is, okay, let me ask you this question this way, Johnny. Do you know any females that's been raped? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Do you know any?
I said yes.
Okay. Do you know who raped them? Yeah.
No.
Oh no? Yeah, think hard.
No.
Oh, okay.
So how about this? Do you know? Then you should have told me. Make it easy and simple as that. Because if you saying I know them, then you should have told me, like, yo, do you know he did this? I ain't talking about telling the police. I'm just talking about letting me know, like, for my edification.
Oh, because you the thing about this, the thing about with him, Johnny Bunting, is that he's gonna say, oh, she's a hoe. She's a hoe anyway. She's probably lying. She fucked everybody. She did da. That's how he's gonna roll with it.
No.
But even if she is a hoe, see, this the whole thing. Even if she's a hoe and she slept with everybody, she could have slept with 101 dudes. She can still tell the 102nd, 3rd, 4th, no.
That's right. I ain't got no time for
that. It doesn't justify that she's a hoe or whatever.
Let me ask you a question real quick. So we kicking men back in right now. What about we're kicking men back in right now? We kick these grimy ass niggas back in right now. What about these chicks that set niggas up to get pregnant? So they get child support too.
Okay, but see, listen. Y'all know, right? That those kind of women exist, right? See, this still gonna go back. Y'all know this. Like, stop it. You know.
And y'all know those kind of men exist.
So why would you
y'all
put
going on
yourself
dates
in
with
that
niggas?
position?
Why
It's
would
like
you
we
put
don't have
yourself
a
in that
gold digger
position?
registry. There's not a gold digger registry where you could be like, oh, but she's on the gold digger registry. Don't.
No, but you got a protection over your penis though, and who you stick it up in, and whether you go up in it raw dog or whatever, you have control over that.
Listen, it's women out there.
Sure do.
It's women out there.
Yeah, they put a hole in your
holes in
condom.
condoms.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna keep it real.
I don't know.
Well, buy your own condoms.
No, check it out.
You put your own. No.
Let me say something.
Here we go. Here we go.
Can I speak? Can I speak 1 second?
Go ahead.
All right.
You're being very argumentative.
I got a 15-year-old daughter.
No, I'm not.
Listen, I got a 15-year-old daughter. When I met her mother, I was living in Atlanta. And I was in my early 30s. I was like 30, 31. Me and her, she'd come by the house, slide through. I always kept my condoms in my dresser. Whenever she come in, it'd be late night. So I go jump in the shower because I'm just coming from the club. Bodyguarding, bouncing. So the condoms kept breaking. So I told my cousin, Eben, I'm like, yo, Eben, yo, use your phone. That's where they had the flip phone with the camera. I'm like, use your phone, go in the closet, and let me know what you do while I'm taking my shower. He didn't tell me till the next day. He recorded it, showed me the recording. She was taking the condoms out of my dresser, and she had the long piece on the back of her earring. She was poking it through the condoms. So the condoms easily break. It doesn't matter if you were giving you got pregnant. Now you could have gave me a disease doing that shit. So women do foul shit just like niggas do foul shit. I consider that's rape too. You took my semen, bitch. You raped me.
That's fine. That's fine. You was right.
Is that
but
right?
let me tell you something. Before
not rape.
Before you left her in the house to prowl around your stuff, right?
I was in the shower, not in the house. I didn't leave the house. I was in the shower.
Okay.
My balls on my ass.
So when you was in the shower, that gave her freedom to your personal stuff, right?
No means no.
I'm talking about the condom part.
No means no.
No, it wasn't a no. Only thing was no was you didn't know that she poked the hole in the condom, but the sexual part was consensual. See, it was consensual.
It would have been consensual. I know a hole was poked in my condom.
It was consensual. That's what it was. That's what it be for them celebrities.
Hold on.
That's what it be for the celebrities. It was consensual.
Listen. I never had sex one after that.
You should have never. If you had the one that got into the shower, that would have never happened.
So if Woody would have called the police, this would never have happened.
Nah. See, the same way if the woman had to went up to the hotel room, if you had never got in the shower, you wouldn't have poked a hole in the condom.
Yeah, just like they said.
Just like that.
I'm supposed to wash my ass while I get to work.
I'm just saying.
Miss Eastwick.
So she should be in the hotel room after 2:00 in the morning.
You should have put her outside the room door until you came out the shower then.
Miss Eastwick.
All right then. Okay. She shouldn't, and you shouldn't have went and got in the shower so she can poke holes in the condoms.
All right, you even in.
You see?
I'm trying to address Miss Eastwick.
She right here. Go ahead, baby.
Can you hit him in the back of his head for me?
Just real hard.
Just
twice.
Just pop him.
Twice. Not once, but twice. Twice. Pop out.
Sure. I ain't doing hard. But no, he too big for all that.
Don't hurt your hand.
Especially, I got a big ass hand too.
That situation, his semen was just stolen, and he mad about that.
That's rape.
Yeah, but see, listen, sis. If he had to never went and got in the shower. She wouldn't have been able to poke a hole in the condom. I'm just
So
saying.
he's supposed to just be around all nasty and dirty and funky.
No,
Just
I'm just
because-
using that same scenario
No,
for
listen,
how she went up to the hotel room.
She let them
It's the
dirty
same
apartment.
thing.
She
It's
let
the
them
same
dirty apartment.
thing.
The shower with him. You should have took his
He and the result. Look. Either way, she got something out of it, a baby. So he was set up to get the baby, right?
Yeah.
Right at the hotel room. Oh my
hotel room. It
goodness!
was my house.
That he went in there, took a shower. She poked a hole in there, and she got the baby. So who fault is that? That he wanted to have a clean
hotel room. It was my house.
That was his residence.
My residence.
That's even worse, because you gave her free range.
And she violated.
Gave her free range.
Yeah,
she violated. She violated. She violated. But guess what? Answer this, riddle me this, boy. Did you ever have sex with her again?
Never.
Did you ever trust another? Wait, hold. This part two. Part two to the question. Did you ever trust another female to leave her unattended in your house?
Hell no.
All right. So guess what you learned?
Everything.
Guess what you learned? Not to do that shit again. So you never put yourself back in that situation.
Nah.
Right. Exactly. Same thing with the celebrities. Why keep putting yourself in those situations?
Same thing with the women. Why keep going to celebrity rooms after 2:00 in the morning? Putting
Well,
yourself in a situation.
Look, I already said everybody is held accountable for their part in it. You know, I'm not one-sided. Y'all just making it one-sided. So I gotta point out the man side because y'all keep pointing out the female side. So let me point the man side out.
You sound like a man basher right now, Mecca.
And y'all sound like a woman basher right now.
You do.
I just don't bash my woman.
Some of these
I
guys
bash
are
her,
idiots.
I don't bash
I
my
tell you
woman.
about that. I keep it real.
And I'm keeping it real.
Celebrity guys that's kind of
real, recognize real, right?
Yeah, both from the Bronx. Y'all both from all four of y'all from the Bronx. So y'all fuck with each other already.
What part of the Bronx you from, bud?
Northeast, Edenwald area.
Oh, you know Jewel Dixon?
No, I don't.
Juju?
Oh, yeah, I know Juju.
Yeah.
That's her name?
Yep.
Oh.
Juju. Yeah. That's my childhood homegirl.
Oh, so you from up there?
Yeah. I'm from the Bronx, but I know me and Juju, we was in elementary school together and we just remained friends.
What area are you from, Bronx?
I come from like the 3rd Avenue, 149th Street, Wales Avenue, Boston Road, Jackson Avenue, Forest Projects, McKinley, more houses, Forest Projects.
I went to Morris for a year and a half.
Oh, you went to Morris High School? That's across the street from Forest Projects.
Exactly. 166 in Boston Road.
Uh-huh. I had a lot of fun over there.
Bronx niggas over here on my panel. I'm the only Jersey nigga. Jersey, stand up.
There's some brownie people in Forest.
Y'all kin to Hassan Campbell.
No, we ain't.
Oh my God.
Thigh son. The Vaseline between his thighs.
We all in different parts. He over there. Yeah. We over here.
He definitely way over there.
Right, he way over there.
Yo, but y'all, I appreciate everybody coming up. Yo, it's probably 12:30. I gotta get ready. I gotta take my sit down because I gotta do a show in the morning. But yo, I appreciate everybody for coming up. Momo, with your man hating ass salute. The Bunting salute. I know you sleep, but you'll hear it in the morning. Salute says love you to life.
Salute. Love you. Salute.
Peace.
Good night, all.
Everybody.
Next weekend is on. Next Saturday. Next Saturday.
All right.
So you gonna do this every Saturday?
Every Saturday because my job, one day I'm gonna have off for like the next 2 months of Saturday.
All right. I got you.
Every Saturday night.
So how did you feel, sis? How you felt, sis?
Huh?
Steph?
Feel
You
about
sleep,
what?
Steph?
She's right here.
Oh, wait a minute. My thing.
She said, how you feel?
I feel good.
She said she feel good.
You feel good? You're not nervous no more?
Nervous about what? Oh, about being on the show. Talking about being live. She getting nervous about being live no more?
Oh, yeah, I'm good.
She good.
Okay.
Hold on, who this nigga Mighty Media talking about lies? Mighty Media. This nigga don't even got a picture of himself. He got a picture of the globe. Nigga, what you, a transformer? The Transformers are back.
Don't be like that. Don't be like that.
Yeah, I'm like that. You know how I get down. But yo, before we go, let me do one thing. Let me put one thing in before we go, man, because you know I got support my subscribers, my family, my followers. You know what I'm saying? And everybody do it like this real quick because I got.
Oh yeah, but wait a minute. Before you do whatever you're gonna do, let me say this thing real quick. When that's why I had to put myself on mute a lot of times because Johnnie, your father, he could hear me clearly in the next room. So when we was talking about the sex and stuff, I was like, yeah, it's a rapist. Da 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 da. He said, tell him how you beat up your husband.
Your daddy know you're abusive. Your daddy know you're abusive.
Okay, that's another show.
I know. I was like, shut up.
Your daddy know you're abusive. Hey, Papa Button, get her ass. Johnnie Button Senior, get her ass. Because you know she's an abuser. She abused her men. We've been talking about that for the last 8 months.
No means no.
No means no. All right, y'all. Before y'all go, listen to my boy Chris John. The Prince of New Jersey, BTBTV.
What up, y'all? You know who it is. Your boy Jada Kiss, you know what I mean? Right now with Chris John. Shout out to Camden, New Jersey, all my niggas out there. Let's get right into it. Yeah.
BTBTV. Chris John, man. Yo, boy, let's get him, man.
Yeah, never off plan. Used to get busy with them guns in my hand. 4 or 5 or a black 9 with a grand in my pocket and beef cool as a fan. BTBTV, we are not playing. Y'all just talk, we back it up and down. Sideways, F what y'all saying. We Kyrie and Kanye. This a boss talk, so you clowns should just fly away. Yeah. Hop on the bridge, throw your frame off the highway. This not a game, this is business, this my way. Real talk, your opinion is nothing to us. We gon' stay on chill, long as y'all don't violate. But it's not fair. We could be cool or your worst nightmare. We the best, I swear. And you could be my friend or enemy, I don't care. And you better be aware. Cause we coming for the whole pie and we don't share. No, it just ain't fair. But we the best, I swear. We the best, I stay up in the mix. A project politics, my mood kinda sick. Name well known from the hood to the sticks. 100 on the highway, flying so fast, burn the gears when I shift. Some people kick dirt on your name, what shoes you gave them. Broke your back for them and they got the nerve to play you. Kick rap's door off, pushed and shoved my way through. Bum rush the kitchen, put my floor up on the menu. The jealousy be hitting up in jokes. That's why I stay serious like David Banner turned in the Hulk in pure form like the Pope. Haters get infrared beams with the scope, so run and get ghost. We fight good, boxed in like Floyd on the roast. I'm the great black hope. Man, we the team and they know it coast to coast and it just ain't fair. We could be cool or your worst nightmare. We the best, I swear. And you can be my friend or enemy, I don't care. And you better be aware. Cause we coming for the whole pie and we don't share. No, it just ain't fair. We the best. If you with us, put your lighters in the air. No, it just ain't fair.
BTBTV. Bully.
Just ain't fair, man.
Yo, peace to the 5% nation of guys and nerves. Salaam alaikum, alhamdulillah, Rahman to Allah, and all the true Muslim brothers and sisters out there. This is the King of New Jersey. This is BTBTV. We bully the bullies. I'm your animal host, born divine, almighty Allah. And we ain't no bloods or no crip. We doing our own thing. BTBTV has started its own game. Like, nigga, what? Salute to Johnnie Bunting Jr., the Force for showing up.
Good night.
Mobile Bunting, salute. Magnificent Mecca, Renee Adams, salute. You know what I'm saying? We here, yo. I'll put niggas government out there.
I don't care. That's who I be. Like, what's up? It don't matter. I'm still me.
That's right. You know how we do. But salute to everybody. I appreciate you for coming up. We're going to do this Saturday, every Saturday from now on. So
what time?
10 o'clock.
Okay.
So if you're not in the club, make sure you're on BTBTV. We bully the bullies. And you'll hear old man hating ass up here.
That's right.
Man hating ass up here. You'll have me and Johnny Button.
Wait. Hold up. Did you just call us haters?
Man eaters.
No,
man eaters.
Oh, man eaters. Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
You know what we talked about already. We know you're a man eater. I can put your blessed live. I'm about to